This is still Dialogue in Diaspora. My name is Shegun Johnson. Right now, we want to go into what is happening in Democratic Republic of Congo. Many of you have known about the political impasse. As we speak, there is an opposition protest going on in Kinshasa. The situation is getting out of hands, and you recall that the President Joseph Kabila, there was to be an election in December 2016, but somehow he got it postponed to 2018. Many are not happy. He just brought in a new prime minister that has divided the situation in Congo. But in this studio, we have an eminent personality from the Democratic Republic of Congo who is also contesting the presidential election there. And he is being a man of the diaspora. He resides here in England, and he's going to present his situation. I'm talking of the man, you might have met him because he's been over televisions in the United States. He flew in this morning to come and be with us. It's my pleasure to welcome into the studio Mr. Fanfan Longa
Famba.
Famba. Please, what's the correct pronunciation of your name?
Fanfan Longa Famba.
Fanfan Longa Famba.
Famba, yeah.
You are the president of the Alliance. I will pronounce it the French way.
Alliance de Force Congolaise.
Alliance de Force Congolaise.
Yeah.
Oh, merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Oh, it's nice to welcome you to the studio.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you have been a big campaigner, and tell us about the campaign of the 10 million Congolese diasporans. What's been going on?
Yeah, I think that, thank you for the question. Today in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the diaspora is the force.
Okay.
Yeah. We are around 10 million around the world. And can you imagine, just for Western Union, economically speaking, the diaspora, Congolese diaspora sent 54 billion of euro by Western Union.
54 billion by Western Union
for a year.
1 year?
1 year. Just for Western Union.
So, apart from other
MoneyGram, RIA, and other Congolese, the small Congolese transfer. Yeah.
So 54
billion euro.
Yeah.
Okay. And from the first baby born in the maternity in Congo, and the last corpse they bring to the cemetery in Congo, is the diaspora who support it.
Wow.
And we are the only and true opposition against the Kabila system.
What is the government doing?
Nothing. Nothing. The government is there just to buy the properties, okay?
Yeah.
To buy the big house, to entertain the women, the mistress, to buy the big jeep.
Okay.
Okay, and to support that Kabila stay in the power.
But Kabila is only entitled to 2 terms according to the constitution.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah. So what is it you're doing there?
This is the big problem. This is why we stand now. This is why today, this morning in Kinshasa, there is a big demonstration.
Yeah.
But that demonstration must be held by the opposition because they want to ask the election that Kabila held the election. Normally, Kabila terms finish on 19 December 2016.
16, yeah.
And normally, if he failed to organize the election, for us diaspora, we ask for a neutral transition.
Okay.
For us, Kabila normally must step down on the 19th of December because he failed to organize the
but
election.
you know that the Congolese parliament, they passed a law to say that there must be a census before the next election. So because of that, there was no census held. Because of that, he now said he's going to postpone it. So is that census still going to take place, or has that been cancelled now?
You will be surprised.
Yeah.
You talk about the parliament.
Yeah.
In Congo,
yeah,
at this date, the 10th of April, the parliament is illegal. The Senate is illegal.
What do you mean illegal?
The Senate is illegal since 2011.
So who passed that law to say there should be census before the next election?
This is the jungle in Congo.
Oh, okay. So it's getting more complicated now.
More complicated because the parliament is illegal since the 17th of March this year. All the governors are illegal.
Okay.
Okay. The president is illegal.
Yes, but he managed to extend it to the next election will be 2018. But some people said that he was trying to amend the constitution before 2018. So he will use 2017 to amend the constitution for him to have a third term.
This is the truth. This is the truth, and this is why we diaspora, we must stand up, because the only, last I say, the only and the true opposition against Kabila is the diaspora. Because the party, the political opposition party in Congo look like Rassemblement, the group they call Rassemblement. Okay?
What is that?
Made by Tshisekedi.
Tshisekedi, yeah.
The father of our democracy, Tshisekedi, who passed away.
Who passed away in February.
February. Okay, made for the opposition a group called Rassemblement.
Okay.
And in that group, he want to bring all opposition party against Kabila.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But look at this date. Kabila bribed a member of that groups, and today they, I think that must have 4 or 6 groups. Division in that Rassemblement.
Oh.
Where is the opposition today? Last Friday, he named a new Prime Minister. That guy
That's the Prime Minister.
Yeah. He comes from where? From the Rassemblement. He was the very close collaborator of Tshisekedi, our late father Tshisekedi. He was his...
Is that Shabila was his name?
No, Chibala.
Chibala, yeah.
That's Chibala.
Okay.
And when Chibala is now Prime Minister, a lot of members of Rassemblement want to go and work with Chibala.
Of course, he's in power.
They start to left now Tshisekedi's son with his groups. This is why for us in the diaspora, there is no more opposition in Congo. The only opposition is we from diaspora. We can bring the new, and true idea of the leadership.
But I'm going to ask you, sir, one serious question. In Rwanda, the president got away with it and extended his term.
Yeah.
In the other Congo, he extended his constitution and extended his term.
Yeah.
Now, the same thing is happening in DRC.
It's the club of the dictators.
Okay.
They don't want to leave power by democracy way. It's the club. I can call it the club of the dictator in Central Africa.
Yeah.
Today in Africa,
yeah,
the only area you have the dictator is in Central Africa. You have in Gabon. You have in Cameroon, you have in Central Congo.
The one in Cameroon is the sad one. It's been there since independence.
The father, only God.
Now I'm going to ask you a serious question. DRC, as we know, Democratic Republic of Congo, is a very rich country in minerals.
Yeah.
But we cannot see the infrastructure. I've been to Kinshasa myself. So I've seen the roads, I've seen Chinese companies doing half-shoddy job. I was there personally. The airport is not modern.
The Chinese are selling donuts. Can you imagine?
Chinese selling donuts in their place.
In Congo, yeah.
And the airport wasn't the best at all. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
You will be surprised.
Yeah.
You know how much Congo have underground?
Wow.
24 trillion of dollars, the value of mineral of Congo.
24
trillion. But today we are the last country in the world because the development, human development and this fix to say that these people is power when he can live with $1.8 a day.
Wow.
But in Congo, a Congolese called poor live with 1.40. It's supposed that Congo live under poverty, but we have 24 trillion dollars
embedded in the
underground
Congo. Mr. Longa, I'm going to ask you a particular question, and so be prepared. You are gunning for the presidency. In case you are elected, what will you do for Congo?
If I am elected president of Congo, I think that the first thing in Congo is to bring peace.
Peace, okay.
Security.
But there are many warring factions.
There is no peace in Congo.
Okay.
There is no security in Congo. 48 women are raped every hour in Congo. Like we are talking now here in London, there are my mom, my sisters, my daughters raped in Congo.
Why is that?
By Congolese army force with the blessing of Kabila system. And if I am elected president of Congo,
Yes.
the first thing is to bring peace, security,
Yeah, but there are
and
many
the social.
There are many warring groups in Congo. It's not just one. Some are supported by Uganda and like that. So, and there are different ones. So how do you intend to face all the different warring factions?
I think that Congo, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi are under a group called Great Lakes.
Okay.
For me, I think that the best thing is to call a big conference under international community,
Yes.
UN,
Yeah.
African Union,
Yeah.
okay, and we can sort out this problem and ask Rwanda to call back his troops, Uganda to call back his troops,
Yes.
and the international community, UN,
supervise.
to supervise it.
But I saw some UN soldiers when I went there with their blue helmets and all. I saw them and they were parading with all the dollars in their pockets and they were, showing off. So how have they not been effective in supervising right now?
I think that if I come to your house,
Yes.
if you lost your daddy, and I come to your house, and I find that you are laughing, what I will do?
You will join them in laughing.
Okay.
and why is it that the military, the soldiers in Congo, why are they so interested in sleeping with women? Why is that their first choice of action?
Now, the problem, I just learned from USA yesterday,
Okay.
and I explained to people who receive me in America that the rape around the world is a pleasure. But the rape in Congo is to destroy the dignity of our mom, with our daughters, of our sisters. And you will be surprised.
Yeah.
In Congo, they start to rape the men too.
Oh, no.
Yes. Yes. The rape in Congo is not for the pleasure, but is for to destroy the dignity of Congolese. Yeah. How can you shoot a woman after you rape
now,
her?
It's a prevalent thing because my study of Congo in the last few years is that these soldiers have taken interest in, it's like that is their salary. But let's move a little bit on because of time. You said you will bring about peace. What other things will you do for Congo?
Security is very important.
Yes.
I must rebuild a new national army forces.
Okay.
That army force will be for Congolese people, for Congolese security, and for the integrity and the sovereignty of our country.
Okay,
it's very important.
You are a Congolese diaspora. How do you intend to get your votes? I know there are 10 million Congolese all over diaspora, but how do you intend to get your votes when majority of the Congolese that will be voting, they are in Congo?
We are in Congo. I told you that we send every year 54 billion of euro. It's coming from diaspora. And we are in touch with Congolese people. Congolese people are waiting from the diaspora the solution. Today, if you go to Congo, you travel to Congo, you ask to people, where is their hope? They will tell you that is from diaspora. My political movement is now around Congo, and we are waiting the time to go there and challenge with other political parties. But we know that we, the diaspora, Congolese diaspora, we have the solution.
Do you think Kabila will allow you to enter right now?
Kabila must go. There is no another solution. He must go.
Will he allow you to land at the Kinshasa airport?
Kinshasa is my ancestral land. And the day I will go to Congo, I will go with 50 or 100 members of diaspora in the plane, and we will arrive in Congo. Is our ancestral land. We will not leave our people die like this.
So you are aware that it may not be easy for you to land in Kinshasa?
We will land in Congo. Is our ancestral land.
Okay.
If Kabila want to kill, he will kill 100 or 150 Congolese people from diaspora. I'm organized that step, and I will invite you that day.
On behalf of Ben Television, I'll definitely want to come. Will you what will you want to tell diasporans, especially now that the Congolese diasporans are not allowed to vote, just like Nigerian diasporans, whereas some other diasporans, they can vote, but it's not yet possible for Congo and Nigeria. So what are you doing that Congolese diasporans can vote?
I think that few months past, Kabila said that the Congolese diaspora can go and register to the vote.
Okay, so did that happen?
Yeah, actually, a lot of our Congolese from diaspora travel to Congo to get the registration, I think. But I think that in the situation of Congo, is a dictator we must push out of country. We must push out of power. For this moment, there is no problem of diaspora or Congolese in Congo.
Okay.
It's the problem of Congolese people must push Kabila to step down.
Oh, okay.
Must push Kabila to fly out of Congo,
but what
and
is this?
leave the country under a transition. Okay, the first thing is now to bring Congo to a true transition. Okay, and for us, it will be better to bring a man from the diaspora who is not linked with any political or
party on the ground.
Underground, that corrupt political underground. A lot of political parties, say opposition political parties, are corrupt. We don't trust them anymore.
Okay.
Now we trust in the diaspora. We trust to that force from diaspora. And I'm ready to lead that force.
Yeah. And it appears that Kabila is playing a very powerful game of divide and rule. The rassemblement that Tshisekedi started, it's been divided now, with Chibala being the prime minister, and then so many factions of the opposition group. So how do you intend to bring this opposition group to face the Goliath of Joseph Kabila?
You know, Kabila is more power than Mobutu. Do you know Mobutu?
I know Mobutu Sese Seko.
Mobutu Sese Seko.
Of course, very well.
You know Mobutu.
When he was changing name to Zaire.
Mobutu,
I know him very well.
Mobutu left the country.
Yeah, he did.
One day.
He did.
And Kabila must left.
Okay.
He must left.
Okay.
And the politics in Africa is like a fashion show.
Okay.
You see?
Of
the
course.
politics in Africa is like a fashion show. And today, I think that if the diaspora take the lead of the political opposition in Congo, a lot of political movement will be behind us.
Of course, the father of Joseph Kabila, Laurent Kabila, he too came in. Father.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we are told. They say he's the father, but we're not sure whether he was born in Congo or he was born in Tanzania. They said he has to be a Tanzanian so that he went to school in Tanzania. So
which school?
Oh.
We search that school in Tanzania.
Yeah.
You know, in our life,
you
will never lie that I was a soldier. They will ask you, who was in your...
Who was the commander?
Commander.
What's your name?
You will never lie that I was a student. They will ask you...
Which school?
Your school math.
Okay.
You will never lie that I was a teacher, lecturer of university. They will ask you...
Okay, do you want to take a call? Somebody is calling.
No problem.
Okay, hello, Mr. Maker.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Paris.
Okay, go ahead. What's the question?
Yeah. How you can get the money for the campaign?
How we can get what?
The money for the campaign.
How do we get money for the campaign?
How are we get money for the campaign?
Yeah.
I can confirm that I have that money. Because the force of Kabila is money, and we diaspora, we have that money. I'm not joking. It's the truth.
Yeah, but what will you want to do with the money? Oh, it's gone. What will you want to do with the money? I thought we can Twitter, we can do Facebook.
No, you know, he's saying the truth because the force of Kabila today is the money.
Okay.
People are follow Kabila because he have money, and Kabila know that in Congo there is no one can affront him about money except Katumbi. But Katumbi, you know, come from Kabila ways.
Okay.
And Kabila know how he can destroy Katumbi. This is why. But we diaspora, I'm saying on the name of God, we have that money to affront Kabila.
Wow. And
the lobby. Why don't you talk about, why my friend called from Paris, I'm asking about lobby. If you have a lobby, you can fight Kabila. And I want to tell that we live in London, we live in France like you.
This is a camera.
Yeah, we live in Belgium. We meet a lot of people, and there is people now with good heart who want to support the change in Congo.
Okay.
And we are ready to go to
Okay.
affront Kabila.
You and I agree that the infrastructure, the roads, electricity, they're just non-existing in Congo at the moment. So what will you do if you are elected the president?
This is why the third point I was explaining you was the social.
Yeah.
Okay. We have the big hydroelectric barrage around the world, Inga,
Okay.
who can produce electricity for Africa.
Are you serious?
Yes, for Africa. And you know that we sold our electricity to South Africa. We sold our electricity around the world, but we don't have electricity in Congo. Can you imagine?
No,
because,
one can't imagine
because Congo don't have the leaders. This is why we, diaspora, we want to go back in our country, to build our country. I think that in 2 years, we can start to talk about the beginning of a new
Congo.
A new Congo.
Okay. Do you think, do you have some ethnic regions in Congo that have been supporting Kabila, you know, the kind in other parts of Africa where ethnic groupings are the challenges, in Kenya and in Nigeria, in Ghana, these ethnic groups, do you have the same in Congo?
You know, Kabila come from nowhere.
Nowhere?
Yeah. And frankly speaking, I can't talk about the ethnic supporting Kabila. I will talk about Congolese people who are supporting Kabila because of money. But there is no, in few years past, I can talk, he was talking about Katanga. But today I think that Katanga is one of the first opposition area against Kabila.
But Katanga is the richest part of Congo.
It's the richest part of Congo, you see. And today we can talk about Congolese from everywhere. You have people from Bandundu, from Equateur, from Kasai. There is a Kasai, Bandundu, Katanga people who get money from Kabila and they support him. There is not about area. He came from nowhere. He was saying that he's coming from Katanga, but the leader of Katanga told us that he's not from here.
But they say, I don't understand this Congolese politics, because they said he's the son of Kabila. Some people say he's not. You said he's the son.
I say he's the son.
So one is taken aback in that area. I observed something in this last Prime Minister appointment. You recall the case of Raila Odinga when he was made the Prime Minister in Kenya, and then they took the same template to Zimbabwe, and Robert Mugabe went to pick the opposition leader, Morgan Tsvangirai, and made him, and now the same thing, the same template has now come to Congo, where a dictator goes to the opposition to pick one of them, and then so as to destabilize the opposition. Don't you think it will give him some kind of leverage to change the constitution in this year, 2017, so that the constitution will now give him the third term because he has managed to destabilize the opposition?
You know, I want to say the truth that he divided the opposition, not Congolese population.
Oh, okay.
The Congolese population stay one. He can divide today the opposition. Before Chibala, there was Badibanga. He was from opposition too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine? He was from opposition. He did not get what he want with Congolese people. Today, my people is mature.
Okay.
Today, Congolese people is mature, and I don't think that he will divide our population. He can divide the opposition. Usually, he bribed them. We know that. They had a lot of say that they are from opposition, Congolese opposition. They are there because they need money. But Congolese population don't need money, don't need Kabila money. They need a change. They need a true election. They need a new leadership in Congo. They need that Kabila leave the country, leave the power, and another Congolese come with a new leadership.
Okay, you've talked about security, that you will first of all get security established, have a new national force that will, and then you call the international group to come and help out, African Union, UN, and all those, so that they can sort out
with our neighbors.
Yes, so that Uganda, especially, and Rwanda can take away their hands.
Their hands in Congo. It is not. It is unacceptable that Rwanda and Uganda have hands in Congo. It is unacceptable.
But maybe because Museveni is a dictator there too, he too is just getting on.
But because they have the Kabila is like I'm saying without to change any word, Kabila is a valet of Kagame and Museveni. This is the truth, this is the reality.
But Museveni has been there for several years, over 2 decades now. Museveni has been there.
But Museveni helped Kabila to be there, and he continued to help Kabila, and he continued to take our mineral. Can you imagine today Rwandans can be in the gold market with which mining?
Where did they get the gold?
Where did they get gold?
It's like West African countries selling cocoa. Outside of Ivory Coast, they don't grow cocoa. Only Ivory Coast and Nigeria grow cocoa.
Yeah.
When you see Republic of Benin and Togo selling cocoa. Anyway, we'll see that.
Imagine?
Yeah.
And the Rwandans today, I'm not against Rwanda. Okay, I'm against the system.
Yeah.
If I'm president of Congo, my wish will be that Rwandans, Ugandans, Congolese, Burundis live in peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Rwandans choose,
well.
and Tanzanians, but Tanzania is not very involved in what is happening in Congo today.
Oh, okay.
Okay? If Rwandans choose to live with Congolese people in Congo, he will be welcome, but he must respect our law.
Okay.
If Congolese want to live in Rwanda, he must live there and respect the Rwanda's law.
So
but not with happening now in Congo.
If any Congolese citizen wants to get in touch with you in diaspora, where do they go?
In London, we have an office.
Oh, you have an office?
In France, we have an office.
Where is the office in London? Do you want to say it openly?
Yeah, we have our office in 70 Dorset Estate.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can give a number they can touch us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can say it out because they will always rewind and copy it. What's your number?
It's 074
Yeah.
04
Okay.
40 3256.
Yeah. What they do is that from their television, so they can rewind it and then copy it. Things are so easy now, isn't it? And now, looking at the economy, what will you, because they're listening to you, 10 million of them, and they're saying, okay, fine, security is fine. What will you do for economy? Is it going to be roads or electricity? Which one will come first? What are your priorities?
My priority will be the social.
Social?
Yeah, the social is the education.
Okay, education.
Okay, the health.
Health. Right.
Okay, and housing.
Housing.
The transport.
Transport.
Okay, and to build the true road for people, because to organize, okay, the transportation people from Congo out because Kinshasa is the capital.
Yeah.
Okay, and today, if you want to travel from Kinshasa to one area, Congo is very big.
It's very big.
Very big.
It's the biggest.
2 million 345 kilometers of
square kilometers.
Square kilometers.
Okay.
And we are a big country, but there is no road. There is no. Congo don't have a national airplane companies.
And there's only one airplane flies from Kinshasa to the other Congo. You know, understand there's only one.
Only one, I think.
Yeah, a day.
And they buy it to Papuazi.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine a country like Congo go and buy a plane from Papuazi? Can you imagine?
No,
if I'm president of Congo, I will go to Boeing, I will go to Airbus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will go to Douglas McDonald and make a deal for the plane.
What's the role of the former colonial master of Congo, Republic of Belgium, in all of this?
You know, Belgium is a victim of what is happening in Congo.
How?
Since Mobutu left the power and
so many things happen.
That new FAC leadership arrived in Congo. Belgium have a big siderurgy called Oboken. It's closed because the national mining was divided to 200 small mining companies.
Okay,
They sold our national mining called Jekamin.
Okay.
Okay. Was sold by Kabila to 200 people, and how Belgium can work now, because his siderurgy was working with mining from Congo.
Yeah.
Okay. Anvers, the big city of diamond, we have the big city Mbujimai with a big national company called Miba.
Wow.
Okay. We have two kinds of diamond in Congo.
honestly, I wish,
joinery and industrial.
I would wish that the Congolese give you a chance because of your vast knowledge in this area. You want to look at your camera for the last time now and tell what you will do to Congolese if you become the president.
I think that the Congolese must know that we from diaspora, we fight to get a change from that country. And we want to bring the experience we learn a lot. If 10 million of Congolese came back, or 5 million out of 10 came back with the experience, and we mix the experience from the diaspora and the experience our people have underground, I think that Congo can go far in few years. I want that Congolese people trust on our leadership, and they know that we are close to them, and we want to come back and fight for a new Congo.
Okay. Mr. Longa Famba, it's my pleasure to wish you all the best. And one day, when you become the president, I hope I'll come and see you and have some chat.
You are welcome to my country.
Thank you for coming to the studio.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that's how far we'll go on Dialogue in Diaspora today. And I'm sure your man, your real mean man in New York, Tunde Alabi, will join you next week when I will be on my show on Wednesday. You decide. You alone can decide. Continue watching Ben Television. God bless you.